Oh! Fucking, we lost another goddamn cop. Pisses me off.
Well, yeah, that's another...
19-year-old arrested in shooting death of New Jersey police officer.
Nah.
Was he an unruly teen?
Yes, he was an unruly teen.
And someone gave me the info, and then I asked for a link because they're trying to get some funds for the family and stuff. I never got the link, so if someone could help me out with that today, so we could retweet that.
We'll pop that up.
Always trying to help the cop's family.
That's awful. That and
horrible.
On the heels of that, you got the Camden Police Department getting cut by 50%.
Who the fuck is going to Camden?
That's just gonna be great.
That's today, right?
Yeah,
they lose half their police force.
About half their police force.
And if that's an area that needs cops, that doesn't make any sense. What's that about?
The
state?
Budgets. They're just like, yeah, we're out of money. Let's cut the police department in half.
Where the fuck is the money? I know it's a broken record, but where the fuck is the money going? Where now you got to lose half your police force?
Very important things. Opie.
We're all paying our fucking taxes.
Very important.
Or most of us. Where the fuck is the money?
Not going to half the police that were there yesterday.
You know how much money it is just to drive from AC back to New York?
Yeah, come on.
Where's all this money going?
Oh.
Don't question it, though, man. You'll get that food poisoning.
Yeah, you don't
that takes you out, man.
It's conspiracy.
So, yeah, that happens today. And we talked about Willie O'Ree, the first black NHL player.
Yeah.
Debuted for the Boston Bruins 53 years ago. What the fuck did he do for the team?
You know, I could say things.
For a while, you're going to like this statement, Ant. I know you're going to love this. But for a while, black guys in hockey, fighters.
Oh, what, they put them out there to goon it up?
And now black guys in hockey starting to show some skills.
Yeah.
Besides the fighting thing. Am I wrong?
Oh, there were a lot
I
of
don't think so.
African players and African-descended players in hockey.
No.
I won't say African-American because, there's Canadians.
There's
all over the place.
There's still just a handful. Really, literally just a handful. I don't even think every team has a black guy yet.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's...
I like how presumptuous the news gets with that. So they say, like, African-American when they're describing somebody. It's like, no. How do you know? They're looking for someone. Sometimes they do mention race, and they go, it's described as an African-American male. It's like, was he from Canada?
Plus, an African American could be.
How do you know?
Could be. How do you know? Why isn't a white African who now lives here considered? It's just such
an African American
double talk.
So dumb.
It doesn't.
And anytime you watch any cop shows, it's always black male. It's just describe it as black male. Don't try to get fancy.
In other news, this Camden layoff is ridiculous.
Holy mother of God! If you live in Camden, just run. Flee.
They lay off half the police force.
Yep.
So basically...
And a third of the fire department.
And a third of the fire department. So Camden's going to burn down.
Yeah.
They will no longer, the police department of Camden that's left. I feel bad for those guys.
I know, those poor bastards.
I bet you those guys were praying they were one of the ones that were going to be let go.
Fire me.
Take care of me and fire me.
Think of
Talking about
worst,
the Camden layoff there, Jimmy.
Camden is a city with one of the worst crime rates in the country. In the country.
It's a dump.
It's that bad. So picture where you live or the worst area that you live near or something like that. Camden's worse than that, and they've just slashed half the police and a third of the fire department.
I think logically it makes sense.
Oh, of course it does. Yeah, that's what you need to save the budget.
Because no one goes through there unless you go into that concert venue.
That's true.
And, they keep the concert venue well protected unless half those guys are gone now.
I don't know. That's going to be it's going to be I wouldn't go there.
What fucking assholes.
I didn't want to go there when it had a full police force.
I know.
This is all hack material, but imagine going through there now with half the police gone.
Unbelievable.
Who's the assholes? The state. The state's not fucking doing the right thing with our money. How could these states have an unbalanced budget?
What does a balanced budget mean?
With all the fucking money coming in.
And can't you find something else to cut aside from
There's
the police?
always something else you can
crime
cut.
is your worst problem in Camden. Crime is the worst problem. So find something else, cut that, and leave the police force in place. Jesus.
Well, for the police that are left, they will no longer respond to vehicle accidents without injuries.
So you just ram into people and wave to them. Just wave.
And I guess the insurance has to take whose word for it? What happened?
With no police report.
No police report.
And they will not respond. This is not a bit.
Yeah.
Scott and Todd would do this as a bit.
Right. What else are they not responding to?
They're not going to respond to minor theft and vandalism.
Minor theft and vandalism. So if somebody takes, like, a
chain.
Yeah, you mirror off your car.
Right.
Something like that. Or keys your car or spray paints something. As long as it's not,
that's
racial.
the vandalism part, but the minor theft, too.
Yeah, minor theft.
Ripping your fucking handbag out of your hands.
Laying
That
off
might
fucking
be.
cops.
That could also be kind of a battery thing.
Not in Camden. That's minor theft.
That's minor
in Camden.
theft.
Oh, okay.
Unfucking believable.
So
they're not responding to those. And
you want to hear from somebody in Camden?
Oh, sure. Kevin from Connecticut wants to know, what about hat removal? Will they be responding to hat removal by unruly teens, as I like to call them? Unruly teens. That's how the news describes them. Yo, boy. Good luck. Good luck, Camden.
Let's go to Mike in Jersey. Mike?
Hey, good morning, guys.
Hey.
Just wanted to say I work in Camden every day. I drive in. And there's like two main veins you could drive through and have no issues. And I'm curious now if we're going to have issues even driving through those spots.
You're going to have issues.
We never even saw cops before.
You're going to have issues everywhere in Camden now.
Yeah.
Is there a nice section of Camden? Like a little
main
pocket?
drag going to the Tweeter Center, that concert hall.
Yeah, we know about the concert place, but that's not in a nice area. They kind of fence it off so you could get in the parking lot safely. And then the venue itself looks real nice.
Yeah.
Well, then they got the aquarium and they got the baseball field, the Campbell's Field. That's it.
Right.
And then aside from there, it's war zone.
Yeah, pretty close.
Great.
All right. Let me go to Jack in Jersey. Jack.
Yo, what's happening?
Hey.
I drive a newspaper truck in Jersey.
I got a radio show.
Yeah.
And
I like
when
blue.
the cops were around, it was really bad coming up and asking you for cigarettes, money, whatever. Now, I talked to a cop Saturday night, and he said, you just got to fend for yourself now.
That's it. Fend for yourself. When the cops tell you have to fend for yourself, you know you're in a shit city.
I don't blame the cops.
Yeah.
What are they supposed to do?
Fuck that. They're going to now work twice as hard.
They're understaffed. They did the same thing in Newark, right? They lowered.
Yeah.
They got rid of some guys, right?
If you get rid of cops, then other people should just stop doing their jobs in those neighborhoods.
Yeah.
Like literally, you should just let it turn into Escape from New York until the residents get so disgusted with it that the city has to do something. Why should you put your life at risk? Because those fucking assholes who don't live in those neighborhoods can't balance a budget.
Who do we blame? The government officials?
It has to be. They're the ones wasting the money.
It has to be, right?
Thank God the law-abiding citizens are really allowed to carry concealed weapons because it's very easy to get your license. And that's right.
I didn't think it would be there.
Oh, Jim, literal Jimmy. Yeah. So bad guys, all the guns they want. Law-abiding citizens, go fuck yourself. And we're taking your police protection away. We'll take away your Second Amendment right and your police protection. And you go ahead, have a great day.
Isn't that amazing? That's a great point. The state has the power to lay off those cops, and literally that's half your police force, and you're not allowed to arm yourself to protect yourself in one of the highest crime cities in the country.
Wonderful, isn't it?
What a dumb fucking country.
It really is.
How dumb.
Just dumb.
The fucking government officials are fucking it all up for everybody.
That was his best advice.
Great point, Ip.
Watch your back.
Yep. Have fun.
All right, take care.
All right. I heard they let the teacher go, too.
They take your protection away, and then won't you protect yourself?
Yeah, here we go.
Thank you, Trey.
I actually just caught that.
They let
God.
the teacher go.
That's the races in Camden, New Jersey. Wow.
Well, you got the blacks making up 35%.
The 45%.
Why is it that and then that? Oh, that's the thousands. Okay. 45% black, 43.6% Hispanic. Who the fuck is the white guy? 5.3% white. And then you got the 2 or more races and
Asian
2.5.
American. Is that like Indian? 0.3.
Okay.
Other races alone 0.0 no 0.8. So it's basically blacks win, Hispanics coming in a close second, and Whitey. Wow, what a drop off!
Well, Whitey was the police, so that number.
Yeah, that was that number has now been sliced in half.
So that's down to 2.5%. My math is right.
Well, you know what though? I'm thinking this. Maybe the people that make up the majority of the population in Camden will band together now and realize, all right, without police protection, maybe we should start, patrolling ourselves, clean up the neighborhood, make it a better place to live, not have so many rundown houses, clean up the yards a little bit. And maybe people will take pride in the neighborhood and oh, I couldn't even keep a straight face much longer. Ugh. Doomed.
Yeah.
We're doomed as a nation.
They just fucking gave up on Camden.
The minor theft. Look at this. Rich in New Hampshire. Go ahead. This is minor theft, Anthony.
Yeah.
We didn't explain it.
Oh.
Hey, guys.
Hi.
Hey.
Hey,
Hey.
if I want to go shopping in Camden, I should be able to just walk in the store and take everything I need off the shelves and walk out. Is that how that's going to work?
I think that's kind of minor theft.
Yeah, you could probably grab
As
some
long as
food.
as long as you're not using a weapon. If all of a sudden you walk into like a 7-Eleven or whatever, and
Well, you
or
can't
a
make
Wawa,
you
and-
can't get the amount up to grand theft. So
what's the amount up to grand
what is
theft?
it? A grand?
Thousand, yeah.
All right, so you-
$1,000 bucks?
So you keep going back.
So you just pick up some food. Yeah, minor theft under 100. What is that? Somebody saying? Is that
All right.
true?
But and how much time has to go by between each incident?
Between
Right.
each theft.
So maybe you just wait.
200 in Jersey. 200 is minor theft. So if I walk into a store and I take like $50 worth of meat from the grocery store and I walk out with it, the cops say they're not responding to that?
Have a nice dinner.
That's what they're saying. We got that.
All right.
Kenny knows this shit.
This is legalized looting.
Holy shit!
No, they're going to hire armed security. These places are all going to
Ah,
hire
there you
armed
go, there you
security.
go. Private security
But a lot of these
forces.
cops go into private security.
Until then, though, less
Like
than
Blackwater.
Less than two. They said it. Not going to respond to minor theft. That's
Yeah.
walking out of a store with less than $200 of stuff.
I like. Oh, is that a Camden Street? That looks like a movie set.
That looks like The Wire.
No, it looks more like The Road.
No, that's The Wire. You're right.
No, that's The
season,
Wire,
That's
man.
season 3 of The Wire.
Yeah, where Snoop was hiding the
Wow,
bodies.
man, that is just.
Open that up again, Travis. Wow, that's
I was just gonna say, how does it get like that?
What a
but then
shithole.
Then I just smacked myself in the head because I know how it gets like that. Oh, please.
Let me go to
Enough
Lancaster.
of this bullshit. Why do we all
Lancaster.
gotta bullshit each other here? Come on!
Lancaster, what's up?
Hey, guys. Hey, I hear they're going to sub everything out to Omni Consumer Products, and a guy by the name of Dick Jones is going to come out with his version of a ED-209 to roam the street.
Fucking
Just like they did in
RoboCop.
RoboCop.
Fucking RoboCop.
RoboCop.
I got the reference, my friend.
Citizen. I would love that. No, I see private security forces like the old Blackwater that was working in Iraq. How about that? How about you just hire fucking paramilitary guys
No one has
to
the-
patrol the fucking
Most of
stores?
most of the businesses don't have money to hire
No, of
people like
course not.
that.
They're not allowed to anyway.
Fuck! What the fuck is going
We're gonna,
on
we're
in
gonna,
this
we're
country?
gonna take away your fucking protection and not allow you to protect
That
yourself.
is fucking sickening.
Great fucking place. They really did just give up on it, I guess. I guess it was like, look, this city, Camden, is costing us too much money, and it's putting out nothing in return. So let's just abandon it until it burns to the ground, and then we'll be done with it.
I believe it's called gentrification.
Gentrification.
Camden is going to be like Harlem someday. They're going to start
A little
buying up that
Renaissance.
property cheap.
Yeah.
And they're going to start building nice places, and then they're going to put the police back in, and white residents are going to start moving back
Whitey will
in,
come in.
and they're going to start pushing blacks.
But who's
Yeah,
going to
yeah.
be the first guy that does that?
That's a risk, but it's
That's the
low.
problem.
But that's what they did in Harlem, though. You get a brownstone
Yeah.
very cheap. You could buy a nice property cheap.
Let's say hi to Mark in Pittsburgh. Mark.
Mac.
Hey,
Hey, how you guys doing?
Well, fuck you and fuck your Steelers. That's how I'm doing. I haven't forgotten.
We'll see what happens here on Sunday.
Sunday at 6:30. We had a flyby that just got a flyby right next to the Empire State Building.
No, they were over the river. That was nice.
That's
of them
pretty
not to
close.
Fly over the city.
But I guess the Jets coming back from the big game with the Pats.
Yeah.
I don't know. Somehow they were able to get sort of a flyby at the Empire State Building because, they got the green lights on for the Jets.
Yeah,
right
they wanted
now.
the players to see the green lights on the Empire State Building, so they requested a little flyby.
Why is that news? Are they trying to say that the pilot did something wrong? Or
No, I guess they're just saying, they asked, and the tower gave them
the okay?
Gave them the okay. And the tower actually said, "Go Jets." Yeah, and then
It's
that's
such a
confusing
non-story.
because it means
It is a
could have
non-story,
been.
but it's on the front page of the paper today.
So stupid.
And I was
Well, the
wondering
plane
why.
got closer so they could see the colors.
Look
News
out.
at 11.
Look
Gives
out.
a fuck.
All right, Mark, what do you got?
Hey, I heard on the news that the criminals there have had T-shirts made up yesterday with yesterday's date stating that they take over.
The criminals. Who are the
Well,
criminals?
the gangs, the gangs.
Gangs and stuff, yeah, doing
Now,
that.
I'm not even sure if this guy's going for a joke or if this is
No.
this is real.
This is real. Check into it. I heard it last night on the news.
You got to find this.
Yeah, there's some Camden.
The criminals got T-shirts made yesterday.
Yeah,
They're celebrating.
walking around
Oh,
the
that's
street
good.
with them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just what you want, right? And supposedly it's the union issue. The city tried to settle, but I guess the union held everything up.
Oh, well, were they being unreasonable?
Supposedly, who would ever think?
Like they wouldn't take, any cuts or anything or any concessions?
I didn't hear the whole story, but I imagine that's what it is, and that's what's happening.
Yeah, a
everywhere
few
with
people
the
saying
union.
the unions didn't.
Yeah, how about it's Camden, and you probably give the guys what they got in their contract or something. It's fucking Camden. The cops probably working pretty hard in Camden, I would think.
What do they want that they weren't
okay.
getting?
Hey,
Gold doubloons.
thank you, Mark. I got to go to Philly because Joe's got a little more on the T-shirt thing. Joe.
Yeah, they got sold on 6ABC or CBS Philly last night. They had T-shirts made with the date that says "It's our time now" underneath it.
It's our time now.
Great.
Yeah,
Great. It's like the Goonies. It's our time in Camden.
The news reporter said he saw 2 or 3 drug dealers standing on the corner.
Well, yes, not quite the Goonies. I said.
Jesus.
It's our time now.
Travis, go to WPIV.com. Thank you, P-Roll. Here's the T-shirt that was made. News is all over it.
Oh shit, man!
Let's find it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, hang on.
WPIV? WPVI. I made the mistake.
WPVI, Philadelphia News, weather and traffic. Bloody, 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 blah. I like when we were at the Borgata. One thing I like about going to places like that, you get that local, small city news.
Oh yeah,
and it's just not quite up to snuff with big city news. Like when you go to L.A., New York, Chicago, the big cities, they have news where the newscasters have worked their way up from these shitty little cities.
Sure.
When you go to these other cities, it's so funny to watch the news because no one's quite as attractive and.
They're a little
really
off, right?
They're a little off. They can't quite get the sets. Don't look as shiny and nice.
They don't get money for their wardrobe.
No, they got to buy it themselves.
They're out of Sears trying to figure out what looks good on TV.
Yeah, they can't read quite
Sears
as well.
Clothes, right?
It's just really
The lighting
funny to watch.
is off.
Yeah, the lighting isn't good.
The lighting's just
the
a little
sound
harsh.
isn't quite crisp and nice.
That's
It is
funny.
fun to watch.
They do their own hair.
It's great to notice.
I think that was funny for New Yorkers and New Yorkers only.
Oh,
Sorry.
no, L.A. too is
In
the
LA, I
same.
guess.
Chicago, any big city.
Wisconsin?
Well,
Did you find the
Wisconsin
T-shirt?
too.
No?
Guy with awful guess.
Okay.
You know who would find it? Danny Ross would find it, Travis.
Not even Danny.
I bet Danny Ross would have found a picture of that shirt in a second.
This computer.
I'll blame the computer. Yeah.
Does it suck?
Don't hate the computer.
Why does our
hate
computer
the
still
operator.
suck?
What's wrong with it?
Can we get a computer that works? It's kind of important for the Opie and Anthony show. Could someone get on that? Thank you.
What's wrong with it? Everything. No, but what's wrong with it?
Oh,
like,
really?
Websites don't load. Look.
My PC's slow. What do I do? You see that commercial for that fucking, speed up your PC? And that kid's got like, it's awesome now, and he's playing a game from 1985 on his computer. Stupid commercials stinks.
Let me go to Sam from the Outer Banks. Sam.
Hey guys,
Are you ECR News on Twitter?
yes, I am.
Oh.
Yes, I
How
am.
good am I? How good am I? Did you enjoy Jim Norton's show?
We had a great time at the show and enjoyed ourselves up there. And didn't get a chance to see you guys, but what a great night, Jimmy.
And I want to tell people
buddy.
why I know. This ECR News guy really helped me and my family out because we were down in the Outer Banks with that fucking hurricane, and big fat fucking Al Roker is basically scaring the shit out of everybody. And I'm getting my local knowledge from ECR News about what these hurricanes actually do.
Oh,
Yeah, well,
Fucking Al Roker had everyone, blow off their entire week vacation because there was going to be a big fucking mess down there.
Well, they
and
like
this guy's
doing that.
telling me, look, we go through this all the time. You're going to be completely fine right where you are.
they like panicking people.
We ended up having to evacuate because it was, mandatory, but we got to wait to the last minute.
Al Roker says racist stuff.
We didn't have to flee like the rest of the people because of Al fucking Roker. You suck, Al! So anyway, you were going back to the Outer Banks after the AC show. What happened?
Yeah, well, we're on the Atlantic City Expressway and looking for the sign to get on to 295 South. And there's no sign that says 295 South, and ended up staying straight and ended up on 276 and ended up in Camden. And I was like, find me an exit right now. Tell my wife, find me an exit on the iPhone so we can turn around and get the fuck back to 295. And she literally said, oh, you're overreacting. I said, no, I'm not.
No, not in Camden, man. I mean, you're on high alert when you fucking making it to Camden.
When she's screaming being gang raped, just go, oh, you're overreacting.
Yeah.
You should have stopped and asked for directions. I'm sure the locals would have taken care of you.
Right, exactly.
I
That
imagine the
was
scene in, what was it, Vacation.
Yo, fuck your mama.
Right. Okay, see, what you got to do is,
okay.
taking everything off his
Roll him
car.
up. Roll him up.
Well, we had a great time, and Jimmy, how many people were in the room, guys? We were trying to
3,242,917.3 is my guess.
we were sitting in the
About
back
2,600.
2,600, wow.
Yeah, well, it was a great time. The show was outstanding. Brewer was just a riot. I mean,
he was great.
literally, we were ready to throw up. We were laughing so hard with Brewer's set there. We went to the late show.
Puke people. That's good.
Brewer's ostrich impression.
I didn't see that.
If you're going to see Brewer, in the coming months, wow. Watch out for the ostrich fucking impression he does. His new bit is hilarious about going to the safari in your
great
car.
adventure.
He fucking nailed that experience big time during the Jim Norton Anti-Social Network concert experience.
But I'm going to be solo in Austin tomorrow, Friday, Saturday.
We weren't even talking about Austin.
Yeah, we were,
That's
though.
really weird.
Because we were talking about flying stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Cap City Comedy Club.
Yeah.
Travis, now try 6abc.com.
No, there's something wrong with this computer. Every link I click on just brings me to some spam thing. Oh,
you know what?
That's the news.
You know what? I would love to blame the company because I can't wait to blame these guys for everything that happens. But it might be the type of shit we look at on that computer.
Probably.
It's got a dirty fucking virus.
Okay, what?
Look, you sound defeated.
I am.
Six
computer wins.
Go with 6abc.com.
Yeah.
Okay.
6ABC.
Hey, Sam, thank you, brother.
Thanks, guys.
Hey,
boy.
I got my house, man. I'll be down in the Outer Banks again this summer.
All right, well, looks up.
With mice?
No, I'm not doing mice this year.
You in a better place?
Oh, yeah.
You
More
are
expensive?
getting some.
Oh, yeah.
How much nicer?
I'm inviting everyone. This house is big enough for everybody.
You get a bigger, newer place?
Come on down. What?
I don't like being that far from technology. Like I like being in hotels.
They got the Wi-Fi.
No, but I mean in gentlemen's quarters.
They got the Wi-Fi, and you got your satellite TV.
I like being in a fucking 5-star hotel.
And you got AC.
That's not a real spyware detector that just popped up on your computer.
Right, Sam,
I bet it's spam.
So we're not going to.
No, so I click on. I type in
shot.
6wabc.com, and this is what comes up.
Spyware detector.
You are completely entrenched in spam and
fucking
spyware right now.
Windows sucks.
Windows
is horrible.
Let's go to John in Jersey.
Fucking
John,
terrible.
hi, Chad.
I'll pull it up on my phone and I'll pass it around.
Yeah, there
What's
you go.
up? Oh, ain't got to mention on Channel 11. We're going to do it in a second. Go ahead,
Yes.
John.
Hey, I'm a collector for PSE&G. It's the gas and electric company.
We
here.
know what it is.
Exactly.
I'm
Sig.
sorry. And we have to go in there, for delinquents that haven't been paying their bill. And a lot of times, for most of the city, you have to have a police escort.
Just
now they're
assume
telling
it's
us
everybody.
that they no longer provide us a police escort, which just really fucking makes my job suck even worse.
So
I mean,
don't
it's
do
bad
it.
enough
Refuse to go.
Oh, well, I mean, that's what they're telling us, Dan. I mean, they're always preaching, health and safety and everything, but at the same time, you're talking about our company. We're losing so much money. Excuse me. And it's most of it is, in the inner cities, Newark, Trenton, Camden, and shit. And I'm telling you, man, it's crazy going in there by yourself. And now, without the help, it makes it even worse, man.
Yeah, it's fucked up. It's just fucked up.
Wow. Imagine having to have a police escort to go and read the meters. What the fuck kind of place is this?
I would be.
I'm telling you.
I would be scared if we lost half our police department in my hometown of Huntington, Long Island.
Yeah.
Just imagine it's Camden.
Nice place.
And you lose half your fucking police.
Oh, look at what just happened. Danny Ross fixed the computer. Yeah. What did he do? What did he do? That our own Travis couldn't figure out.
I opened up a browser and I typed in 6abc.com. But I think what Travis didn't do, he might have not hit enter. I hit enter on it.
Oh,
what just
What were you
happened
doing?
now?
You were hitting enter?
No, I was just waiting.
Why weren't you doing it? Because I have it on my iPad too.
I was just waiting.
I'm joking.
Everyone has it.
Is there anything about the shirts?
I'm looking right now.
How come Danny did it? What kind of soup is that?
Chicken.
Why did I said the second chicken soup becomes available, I want some.
And I said it too.
And what do we have?
Nothing. No chicken soup.
Got some ghoul.
I got soup. It tastes delicious. Listen.
It sounds delicious.
Does sound good.
Want some chicken soup?
I want some motherfucking soup.
We're not gonna find the T-shirt thing.
I'll find it.
George Clooney and his Sudan thing. Just stop. They're gonna be fucking spade shoveling out clits for years.
Yeah.
In that place, they don't care
Who
about.
gives
George
a fuck
Clooney.
about the sedan? How about you worry about Camden, shithead?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, go to Camden.
Exactly.
They need your help.
Which
right
has a
now.
worse crime rate than the sedan.
Yes.
I just made that up.
You want to play Jimmy's tape?
Yes.
Wait till next break. 'Cause
please.
there's other things.
No, I want to hear this.
Oh, there's other things like what,
No,
Jimmy?
no. I bet it's good.
Jimmy says there's other
Come on.
things.
Camden? Anthony wanted to discuss.
Oh,
Camden.
Camden.
You know, we can discuss.
Camden.
You know,
we should give the Camden update. Ant.
Give a shout out to the people in Camden.
Like that
But Jimmy's
photo.
not getting away today. Look what
I
time
know,
it is.
I know,
He's got to
please.
stall till 10. That ain't
Please.
happening.
Like the photo.
It ain't
of-
happening.
Like
way.
that photo of fucking Camden crime, and they just throw these three white kids. It's like, what the fuck are you pussies doing in the
God,
media?
Yes.
What are you
Is that
doing?
what they did?
They showed three white kids. It's like but they weren't even like tough like biker guys. They were like these fucking like these skater kids.
And that's
The media stinks.
And that's a safe one to do. Everyone knows most of the crime in Camden is not
They're
done by
black.
white guys.
It's not white guys. Just stop
If you
it.
want to do it in, I don't know, somewhere else, but that's a
Yeah.
safe one. No one's going to call you out on that.
It's so fucking ridiculous. Yeah. Oh, Camden crime, and they showed a bunch of white guys hanging out. The crime, the majority of the crime done in Camden is black. Black on black.
So they got rid of what, half the police force? Ant?
Yeah, that's good. Just when they were trying
months
to
ago.
clean it up, and there was this whole push to really kind of clean up Camden. Then they decided, you know what? Let's take away half the police force.
Was it half?
And see if they could do that. Yeah.
They laid off 160 police officers.
Yeah, let's take half the cops in Camden and just get rid of them. And crime shouldn't go up. And it might have gone up, but it's really inconsequential,
It's
right?
a city of 80,000 residents.
Yeah.
Aggravated assaults with firearms since they took the police officers away.
Yeah, what was that?
2 months ago.
Up like, I would say, 2%.
Assaults with firearms aggravated?
Yeah.
259%.
Oh.
Fuck it.
259%.
It's the most.
200.
That's great.
What does that mean? If there were 100, that now means it was. How do you
Now
do
there's
that?
259 or
259, right?
Yeah, yeah.
It's a horrible city, and it's like you gotta. It's almost like the library is closed. Not that it was being used. That all libraries are eventually going to go, I think, but
yeah.
Just the cops and the firemen. It's like of all the people you have to fuck. Who cares if there's a budget debt? What does that mean? How about this, Christy? How about you fucking stop allowing the Turnpike and Parkway to fuck people and you do something with that money that's good.
Yeah, you got to provide the basic needs for the people.
Yeah.
And the basic needs, hopefully the teachers are all right and the school systems are all right.
Camden?
Well, no, I know.
Teachers, they're called correctional officers in Camden.
And I'm not even going to argue with you, But, I mean, I'm talking in general for all the cities and stuff. And then you can't take away firehouses and you can't take police off the street. That's basic needs. Find it somewhere else.
Yeah.
Find it the fuck somewhere else.
It really isn't going to help the economy.
If you're paying
of
taxes,
Camden.
that you should be able to get basic needs.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a fuck about Camden, but this is happening everywhere.
I don't have to go there. I don't care.
But it's just a state of priorities in the way we think.
Which is happening in every city.
Is that
every
Camden?
fucking town.
I swear to you, that looks like Iraq.
Yep.
That looks like one of those streets in Iraq
with the bad sweaters that they get to wear.
Yeah, and the fucking snipers.
Always makes me laugh.
RPGs they're walking
You
around
think the with. residents of Camden have Steeler Super Bowl championship
Yes,
shirts?
yes. It's a third world country.
When I was watching that whole Egypt thing and now Libya, I get distracted by all the bad sweaters you see.
They love bad sweaters.
Where are they getting their bad sweaters from?
Van Heusen.
You really thought that was Iraq, huh?
Yeah, it looked like Iraq.
It doesn't look like America.
No.
It looks worse than Baltimore.
Yep.
Or the projects of Baltimore.
Camden's
where the
just
wire was filmed.
Yes.
Looks
It's just
wow,
a
look
wreck.
at how bad that is. And I know it's radio and you can't see, but if we had a visual element, then we would show you.
It's horrible.
Deteriorating streets of Camden. They're showing just rows of
Who's that guy?
apartments and just horrid fucking places. That's one of the cops that got to keep his job.
Is that the
Poor
lone
fuck?
Is that the lone cop?
Poor bastards. Look at these. You know how overworked these guys must be?
You got to be crazy to be a remaining cop in that area.
That looks great.
I didn't do nothing.
I didn't do nothing.
They've just given up on that city.
I just was participating in some Gibbs Me Dat. I love the Gibbs Me Dat.
Where did you find that?
I saw a website.
Is there a website?
There's a website.
Gibbs Me Dat?
And it says, yeah. He's like, oh boy, another case of Gibbs Me Dat. Gibbs Me Dat. And then there's Medickin. When someone's trying to get into some Medickin, that's rape.
This can't be a news article.
Is that the headline? Medickin?
Hordes of Gibbs Me Dat. And then a word. Line up for housing vouchers. Riot police called. Gibbs Me Dat. When I first read Gibbs Me Dat, and it was used as one word, like, this is purely a case of Gibbs Me Dat.
This is what it says. It says hordes of Gibbs Me Dat niggers line up for housing vouchers. Riot police called. I love the fact that they made the entire headline legit, except for throwing that in.
I know.
Well,
But do you know how fast that ruins your credibility
It really
in the media?
does.
Did you read the site, though? Irate Irishman.
It's the irate Irishman.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But even that looks like it could be a legitimate publication because of the way it's the font is. And
Yeah, it looked very professional.
We're being called dumbasses, and I think it is 359 crimes from 100.
Yeah.
259% would make it 359.
You got to double it.
Yeah.
And then
You have to
add-
double.
Yeah.
And then the other thing.
Yeah, and then the other thing.
So it's 359. All right, I'm sorry.
30,000 Gibbs Mid-Tat niggers showed up to receive Section 8 housing applications in East Point Wednesday, suffering through hours in the hot sun, angry flare-ups, and, oh, God, no, come on.
All right, yeah.
Was this guy just a racist with a
Yeah,
site?
this guy's a
of course.
racist, and
Obviously,
he's-
obviously he's a
You
racist.
thought
but
it was a real news story?
No.
You
I
thought
knew
you were reading Huffington Post or something?
Oh, my God.
I didn't know if it was just one guy posting something or if it was part of a bigger.
No, this is a racist site, and that's why the racist language in the articles.
Yeah. But
violent crime in Camden up. Overall is up 19%.
Yeah.
Murders and robberies, however, were down for the period.
There's not many people left to kill.
Yeah, they're not getting reported.
And half the cops are gone, so they were the ones usually being assaulted. Jiminy Cricket.
Camden Police Chief Scott Thompson has cut his salary by $15,000 and demoted many of his remaining senior police officers to patrol positions after the massive layoffs, according to the New York Times. So the remaining police force of 200 officers is middle-aged.
200 officers for 80,000 residents.
Wow.
Amazing.
And they all can't work at the same time, obviously.
No. It's just, isn't Camden the place they were making the T-shirts and wearing them?
What were the shirts said? It's our town now or
It's our
something?
town. It's a Gibbs mid.
What does it say?
Gibbs
Our turn now. Thank you, Bill in Jersey.
Wow.
Oh, God.
That's really fucking horrendous.
Yeah, yeah.
Camden's just a nightmare.
Yeah, I don't really care about Camden.
I don't have to go there. I never
I feel
will.
bad for anybody that has to live there. That stinks.
Yeah,
but fucking move.
But they're doing it in New York City and cities across America. If you're paying, a ridiculous amount of taxes, you deserve the basic needs, basic shit.
I bet the taxes aren't all that high in Camden.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good point.
I bet they're pretty low.
Yeah, but it's a whole Jersey thing. Jersey. So like, all right, which city can we sacrifice because we're not spending the money properly?
There's a whole cultural thing going on. That what do we got there? Oh boy.
What happened?
Wow.
Oh, we did this already.
Yeah. The racial makeup of Camden is
Wow, there's a lot of white people.
there's no, what?
No, it's not.
There's 4,000 white people in Camden.
Out of 80,000?
All huddled in one room, terrified.
And between blacks and Hispanics, there are 70,000 people, and 4,000. It's like the Alamo. Wow.
If you're white, what are you doing? You're sticking around for what?
I don't know.
Because grandma still lives there?
Yeah.
Get out.
Gotta leave. Yeah, that must just.
Why would you stay there?
It's got to be like I Am Legend when you go home at night. Just pour bleach on the stairs and lock your doors, man. Wow. Yeah. There are plenty of places like this around the country, though.
That's when the zombies take over.
The zombies take over.
Detroit is the closest to becoming
Zombie invasion. You're right.
They're the closest.
Closest.
Who's second, you think?
If you're Camden.
Camden.
Camden's
did
pretty
they
good.
ever have an industry?
Probably
I
years
bet you
ago.
they did,
What
though.
did Camden have?
Because they're right on the river, right?
Years ago.
So they're probably
Yeah.
one of those. I bet you if we looked up Camden,
Yeah.
please do that, Danny. I bet you they were a happening little city.
Yep.
And then whatever industry it was went away, and that was it. That's what happens in America.
That's what happens.
I'm telling you, man. You take a drive, like I said, down the shore, outside of Buffalo, you'll see this shit.
Yeah.
And these towns, these little towns south of Buffalo, were happening in the turn of the century or whenever the fuck.
Industrial history of Camden.
Yeah, tell me when Camden was happening.
Well,
and for what reason?
From 1901 through 1929, Camden was headquarters for the Victor Talking Machine Company.
Ah,
Oh,
the Victor. The old Victrola.
I'm on my way, I'm gonna stay, I'm going Hollywood, what?
Is that what would happen?
Yeah, because those things never worked.
Well, it was a start, though.
Yeah.
We had to start somewhere.
But that was the headquarters of the Victrola.
Back in the
The
day.
Victrola.
Sure.
From
Back
what
in
year
the
to
day.
what year?
That was from
RCA Victor.
1901 to 29.
That means right around 25, the bottom fell out.
But hang
and
on,
They,
no.
and they try to hang in there for another 3 or 4 years.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, yes,
Also,
yes,
from
yes,
1899 to 1967, so that's a pretty good run. Camden was home of the New York Shipbuilding Corporation.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
Shipbuilding Corporation.
That's 70 years. So
Yeah.
you got to think Camden did really well during that period.
Sure.
I bet you there were a lot of people with a lot of money in Camden.
Probably. Old money bags.
And then we don't need the shipping as much as we used to. So that area dies. And why didn't they start thinking of something else then, Ant?
Harumph, I'm the head of the New York Shipping Corporation here in Camden. Harumph.
And then they didn't think of anything else.
Well, it says like at Camden's peak, there was 10,000 workers employed at RCA, with another 40,000 at the New York shipbuilders.
Wow.
And then by 69, I guess all that fell apart. So since 69, Camden has been losing jobs and residents for a quarter century, due in large part to urban decay, highway construction, and racial tensions.
Wait, what do you mean since 69? 1869?
No,
1969? Wait, what was the shipbuilding? From what to what? I got
From
confused.
1899
Oh, it was 1899.
through 1967.
To
So
67.
fuck, man, so
the
yeah.
USS Indianapolis was built there.
So
Wow, how about that?
So in the 60s, Ant, that place was still happening.
Yeah, during
and now
the
it's
Vietnam
a
War, I guess.
shithole.
Now it's just a shishole. Well,
People
racial
were proud
tensions.
people
and,
were proud to live there. I'm sure for a while.
Oh, I'm sure they were very proud.
And that's what
they'd go to work.
And that's what's happening to Detroit. They didn't have anything to fall back on.
Yes.
Here it is, the wonder of Camden. The wonder of Camden, New Jersey. Look at that. There goes another ship, bound for the Huns in Germany. Go get 'em, boys. And here's the Camden nightlife. Tripping the light fantastic at the many wonderful clubs full of white people. Ah, listen to the tunes made in this factory, the RCA Victor factory. Look at all the people working. There you go. Spin the record. Play a tune. Let's dance. Camden, one of the golden cities of America. The sparks flying at the shipyard, showing that another big ship going out to help our boys battle the Japs. There it goes, launching the Indianapolis. What a wondrous sight here in Camden. The golden city of Jersey, Camden. Isn't it wonderful? As the years go by, we see Camden is building and building. It's just an amazing place to live. Ah, here's a cotillion full of white people dancing and singing in gowns and tuxedos. Isn't it wonderful? Uh-oh. Wait, what's this? I haven't seen one of these before. I wonder what's happening to lovely Camden. Well, one factory shut down, but that's okay. You can guarantee another will pop up in its place in no time. Hey, what the hell is this? You said you weren't selling to those people. Wait a minute. The house next door to me was sold to... Hey, Camden!
You want to go in a time machine and fast forward a little bit?
Let us fast forward a little bit and take a look in our time machine at Camden now.
Struggle, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, my dear Lord! Holy shit cakes! Get the police! Get me back to the 30s!
You get...
I am protecting myself. I am scared of you. Please call the police. I'm scared of you.
Back to the 30s where it was safe and white.
I guess they did have some kind of industry.
Yeah.
Ah, boy.
Well, there you go. The death of a city.
Yeah.
Camden's a perfect example.
Jesus.
People were doing very well there for...
Now you don't want to go.
For almost a century. They had a century of niceness.
Now you never want to go to Camden.
And that's what's happening with Detroit. And they had nothing to fall back on.
No.
No company that really looks at anything to fall back on.
I think racial tension has a lot to do with things, too, because you really don't want to move a business in where there's, racial tension. And in the late 60s, early 70s like that, oof, look out, people.
What do you think of Camden? Camden has decided, you know what, we don't need police. We got to save some money.
Camden trying to save some cash.
Well, it's a union busting thing.
Yeah, definitely.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Union busters. Yep.
When was it? A year or two that same shit was going down?
Yeah. They laid off half the force.
Half the
They
force.
hired them back after some.
I remember all the
wheeling
locals
and
were
dealing.
celebrating with their T-shirts. What were the T-shirts? We did a whole break on that. They were very happy there were no police in Camden.
Right. Yeah. Camden is, for the rest of the country, a shithole.
Yeah.
It is a crime-ridden...
Except for that outdoor stadium. over there,
Yeah.
where we did the virus show.
Tweeter Center.
Tweeter Center. Thank you.
Crime-infested.
I always imagine Camden like Detroit, like RoboCop's Detroit.
Yeah.
You know, I always think of it like that.
Man, you go over that bridge down there and you're on your own.
Yeah.
The Tweeter Center is close to the bridge, but that's it. You got to be careful.
I did a gig at Rutgers Camden because there's a division there with.
They got Rutgers over there?
Oh yeah, in Rutgers and Camden. Many years ago, it was me, Otto, and George, and a black, local black comic. Wasn't good.
No, huh?
No, I mean, they weren't a crazy crowd. It's a college crowd, but they're just just a black crowd, and they just didn't enjoy the kid.
Camden's very black.
Is it?
If you didn't know that by what I had prefaced the whole thing with. A lot of what they call violence going on in Camden. And now they're getting rid of the cops for some financial and union-busting reasons. Then they bring in some county police or some shit. It's not like there's going to be the Wild West where there's no cops in there. They got some kind of other cops.
Yeah, but the other cops, really? Would you really,
I wouldn't give a shit.
pay too much? You wouldn't pay too much attention.
No.
You would do the bare minimum,
I
right?
see what's going to happen.
Huh?
You think there's going to be some action?
What other action could they have?
I know. It's just a disaster.
They've already pretty much destroyed that area.
It really is.
Right?
Is that the demo?
What's the demo?
Oh, wow.
What is it?
47% Hispanic and 44.3% black.
Where's the white people? There's actually it's a dot. There's one white person.
White is 4.9%.
You have to be just dumb to be white in that area.
And Asian is 2.1%.
That's dumb, too.
And they run 100% of the stores.
Why would you live there?
See?
Why would you live there?
I don't know.
Poor
Maybe
man.
you're broke.
You got to be broke.
There's other poor areas.
Yeah, you would think.
Have any pictures of Camden? I've been, like we said, the Tweeter Center, but I don't have any real memories of spending any time in Camden.
Well, there's no reason. You'd be in trouble in Camden.
Yeah, it looks nice.
That's by Rutgers, right?
We want to see some horrid areas of
Yeah.
Camden.
Yeah,
You
let's
know,
see
not
what-
the parts that are on their fucking pamphlet.
Yeah, don't go to CamdenSmile.com.
Camden tourism.
Come to Camden.
I wonder what you get if you put Camden tourism into the search.
Oh
There
my
you go.
God.
That's right out of the wire.
That looks like where they were hiding the bodies in the wire.
Right. What's that sign say?
Rest in peace. We love Ed, a.k.a. Fat Boy.
Yo, Fat Boy.
Bob. Shit. Fat Boy got it.
Yo,
Damn
that's
fat
not
boy.
that's not a D. That's an ROCK.
Yeah, that looks more like the Camden we know and adore.
Wow, look at this. Yeah, man.
Oh, man. Everything's just boarded up. How the fuck does it get like that?
How do you fix that, man?
How do you fix it? How does it get like that? Why do you fix it?
Well, I think
Why would you fucking invest money to fix that when it's just going to turn into shit again?
Yeah.
There's just no...
a lot of flowers on the sidewalk.
Oh, yeah. A lot
Oh,
of
boy.
murals.
Murals
A lot of
and
murals.
flowers.
Wow, that's really bad.
You don't fix that. What do? You should bulldoze it down.
Yeah, but, then you get people kind of annoyed. I don't know how...
We see that apartment building there, above, right there. We're just looking at apartment building, and it's like it all looks so desolate. It doesn't look like projects in New York where
No.
there's giant buildings together and 50 people. It's just isolated, and it all looks abandoned.
It looks really scary.
Everything else has been burnt down. There's just abandoned row houses with boards over the windows.
Wow.
Crack houses.
That's terrible.
Where's the commercial area? Where's that commercial area?
or put tourism in.
Yeah.
I want to see what comes up if you put
Yeah, put in
Camden,
Camden tourism.
Tourism.
Let me see what happens.
Travis was telling me like their actual city website
Yeah.
has like reasons to live there, like how like
Oh, really?
Camden, it's a great place.
Diversity?
They have a whole. I just linked Danny. They have like a whole video tour
hang on.
book, like quality of life and economic.
Great.
I would assume one of the reasons is you don't have to pay a bill ever.
Yeah.
That would be good.
No
right?
bills.
No bills.
Fuck, what are they going to do?
Great place to open a bullet store. Fucking.
Look, sometimes you just got to give up. Why they try to get people to move into Camden? It's over, Johnny.
Like candy.
It's over.
You want to watch the quality of life video?
Yeah, here's the Camden
Incorporated
quality
as
of
a
life.
City in 1828, Camden has approximately 80,000 residents and is situated between two waterways, the Delaware and Cooper Rivers. It's a city steeped in a wonderfully diverse blend of ethnic and religious traditions handed down by generations of European immigrants.
good.
Camden is a community of families and businesses working together to promote an outstanding quality of life, where everyone can receive an excellent education. Businesses flourish. First-rate healthcare is available.
really is.
Recreational activities abound, and housing is affordable. In Camden, you'll find residents who volunteer their time to actively participate in organizations like the Boys and Girls Club of Camden, the United Way, and the Symphony in C. And when it's time to have fun in Camden, recreational and entertainment
Uncle
attractions
Paul.
are almost limitless. Whether you're a family or a business on the move, Camden invites
On the
you
move,
to come
that means
visit.
drug dealers.
Yes, you do. You won't want to leave.
I love the tight shots. They found a couple,
Yeah.
a couple little areas that still look okay, but if
Yeah, tight shot.
if they zoomed out, there's a world of hurt. right around the corner.
Oh, that
Do you wanna
sounded like
watch-
a great place.
Recreation and things to do.
Please.
Oh, yes.
Yes, in Camden.
Run for your life.
A place that no longer has a police department officially.
Welcome to Camden, New
This guy's
Jersey,
gotta blow his
where
nose,
some of
first
the
of
most
all.
extraordinary adventures take place, like an opportunity to visit a West African river with hippopotamuses, crocodiles,
That's right,
and over
while being
20
chased by
species
natives of that
African
country.
birds, or the chance to swim with the sharks at the $60 million Adventure Aquarium. You can, and that's just the beginning of things to do and fun to be had in Camden.
Ugh.
Each year, hundreds of thousands of people are attracted to the city's Delaware River waterfront, a world-class destination that
that's not
includes the
Camden.
Battleship New Jersey, the most decorated, fastest, and longest battleship in U.S. naval history, and the Camden Children's Garden, a facility specifically geared to our young visitors. And for a change of pace, there's fine dining on the beautiful waterfront at Victor's Pub, a game of tennis, a nature walk in one of Camden's outstanding parks, a visit to the Rutgers Camden Center for the Arts, or a concert at the Susquehanna Bank Center. If you're looking for fun and adventure, welcome to Camden.
That's all right on the waterway. There you go.
Oh, Jesus. They ruined it with an Uzi.
That's right on the waterway. That's not the actual neighborhood.
Yeah, stop already.
They squeezed a lot of shit right on the banks of the Delaware.
You think they were doing tight shots?
Oh, my God, tight shots. All around.
If you're looking for a place to raise a family, choose Camden.
Camden.
Hate that guy with his dumb nose.
It's all clogged up.
He's all coked out, yeah.
There's some propaganda, though. Holy fuck.
How do they sell Camden to people? That's the 5% white people that fell for it. Sounds like a wonderful place.
Yeah.
The state of New Jersey has been in charge of the Camden Police Force since 2005 at the request of then Mayor Gwendolyn, who was in conflict with the department. Governor Christie said the transition will actually provide a huge increase in the number of police officers on the street in Camden. I'm willing to put my name on the line for this concept, he declared
That helps.
during an event at the Rutgers Camden University. So
good for him.
So there will be police. It's just what?
The Popo. It's not going to be the local Camden Police Department, I guess. Moan. Good for them. That just looked scary.
Yeah, see, thank you, Bill in Jersey, who knows a lot more about this. That video was very suspicious. Bill, go ahead.
Yeah,
Hello,
guys.
Bill.
I grew up in South Jersey, and I went to Rutgers, Camden.
That good for you.
Thanks, Jim. And everything that they're saying is in one geographically isolated area of Camden.
Yeah, it's all just right on the waterfront. Like, literally, you go over the bridge, take a right, and you stay in that area.
Exactly. It's guarded by the bridge and the waterfront, and so that's where sort of they put all the effort to try to rebuild the city. If you get on the high-speed line, you know, the train from Jersey into Philly, you go through more or less the heart of it, and it looks like bombed out, 1980s Beirut, basically.
Nice.
Baltimore is like that. When you take the Acela down to Washington, there's about, 10, 15 minutes where it is great viewing out that window.
Nice.
It's amazing.
Just blown out buildings.
Blown out buildings, like from The Wire.
Yeah.
In the 90s, Admiral Wilson Boulevard, they cleaned it up for the Republican convention when it was in Philadelphia. But prior to that, when you were driving in, there would just be like row homes with buildings missing because they were burned down, and the remaining buildings just had like flame marks up the sides and stuff like that. It really was that bad.
I like when
until
they
knocked all that down.
They board the windows up, and then they paint windows on the boards to kind of pretty it up a
Who
little
did
bit.
that?
They've done that in some horrid areas where they've had to board up buildings. I know they used to do it in
the Bronx.
In the Bronx, yeah.
On the Bronx Expressway, you'd be driving and you'd see all these blown out buildings, boarded up, but then they would start painting like windows and stuff. With little flower pots. I remember that.
All boarded up. It's like, yeah, maybe no one will notice.
But you know what? It shows that he could turn it around because now when you do that Bronx Expressway, you don't see the boarded up buildings anymore. That
No.
goes way back when we were growing up.
But this is what it takes. It takes somebody like Giuliani.
village.
It takes a village. It takes someone like Giuliani to come in and really fucking start cracking heads.
Yeah.
Because that's what he did. And if you notice, that's when these burnt out buildings came down. They started building other things. Companies came in, and New York became like a place where people wanted to come in and spend money. Companies also.
That shit was not happening back in the 80s, early 90s. It was really bad.
Yep.
You were afraid to drive through like the Bronx, even on the highway. If your car broke down, it was fucking getting stripped.
Well,
period.
you left it. Remember all the broken down cars you would see?
All over the place.
Sometimes
all around
completely stripped, not even the tire, nothing
Totally
left.
stripped out.
Hey, can we look up house prices for Camden? We like doing that. We did that for Detroit.
It's a little realty. Maybe we want to buy a house.
I want to buy a house in
I'd like to get a second.
You know, fuck
second
buying
house
Apple
here.
stock, Anthony. I think this is where you got to invest your money.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Real estate in Camden.
Estimated median house or condo value in 2009.
In Camden?
In Camden.
$92,900.
92,000. Oh, and for Jersey on the whole, it's 348,000. I guess they're up from 40,800 in the year
that would have been a
2000.
great investment.
Good investment, if it was still standing. Not.
Didn't we see houses in Detroit going for like $1,000 or something crazy like that?
A fixer-upper. Oh my God. I don't know.
right,
Good luck to the people in Camden.
It sounds like they're turning it around.
Yeah, they're turning it around
a little bit.
I don't know. You need somebody that really is going to wield an iron fist, not just back down to interest groups that are pissed that you're fucking with their group. You know how much shit Giuliani used to go through with the homeless and the fucking squeegee guys and everything, and he just said, "Go fuck yourself."
Yep.
Because we're fucking quality of life laws. He would start enforcing. Those squeegee guys went bye-bye.
You don't miss those guys?
No, they were fucking annoying. We're coming from Long Island. They were kind of fun to see the first few times. But after a while, it just got like, fuck, get out of here. Ugh.
They would aggressively approach your car.
Yeah. And they'd start squeegeeing it off. And they're not doing a good job.
They would reach in your windows and try to grab whatever they can
Hey,
sometimes.
buddy, hey, buddy. I used to throw the money out the window.
Just
I
say,
think you were in
"Leave
the
me
car
alone."
once. I'd crumble up like $1. And just kind of throw it into the breeze.
Yeah.
And watch him have to run through
I
traffic
was
to
in the
get
car
it. Yeah.
once for that.
Like right when the light turned green, because it would be red and he'd come up to get the cars. So I'd be like, buddy, and it would turn green. I'd throw the $1 into traffic, and he'd be like running through the cars trying
Just
to get
a dollar.
His dollar.
He might have gotten hurt.
Fuck him. Fuck him in his funky ass.
They were providing a needed service. A lot of times after going through the tunnel, I would love to have my windows cleaned.
Oh, I bet.
A young gentleman in a uniform.
With dirty water. Brian, what's up? He wants to tell us something we don't know about Camden.
Cool. What's up, Brian?
Brian, what do you got on Camden?
What's happening? Yeah, there's the Admiral Wilson Boulevard. It's like the main strip that goes from Route 130 to.
What is it called? I want to get it on Street View.
Admiral Wilson Boulevard.
Admiral Wilson.
Oh, Admiral. Okay.
Admiral Wilson. Admiral Wilson.
Yeah, it used to be a highway full of strip clubs and bars, and they had so many killings and murders down there that they just bulldozed everything to the ground and made it a park.
Make a
is
park
it a
out
park
of it.
now?
Fuck it.
Yeah, it's all just nothing but park. And they got tent cities where they're just all homeless people living down there in tents.
Sounds great.
Shanty towns.
What a disaster.
Yeah, it seems like who the hell wants to be the mayor of Tent City, right, guys?
Yeah, well, when I was actually born in Camden back in the '60s, and it wasn't too bad back then. Growing up, you could go down there and hang out and
Go down there.
Well, that's for everybody.
That big Philly accent you can hear,
Yeah.
right? Go down there,
Go
hang
down
out.
here, hang out.
Why does everybody say?
What's going on?
Have a lolly. What was the word that you said? The Philly word that was weird?
Oh, they say lollies.
Give me a lolly?
Oh, no, taffies.
For a lollipop?
For lollipops.
Ew,
right.
give me a taffy?
Yeah.
Ew.
That stinks.
That's so stupid.
And a crayon is a crown.
A
Cron?
crying.
No, crown.
Crown.
Crown. A
Crown.
Crayon.
That's just a
Crown.
perversion of the word
Crown.
crayon.
And they say
Crown.
water.
Water.
Water ice.
Wash.
Water.
Wait.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
The worst accent in the country.
Hoagie?
No, they say hoagie pretty normal, but they say water.
Water.
They all say water really weird down there.
Water.
Yeah.
Oh.
And taffy's a lollipop.
Taffy.
Yeah, you want a taffy? What? No, I don't.
It's a lollipop.
Give me a
Taffy's
lollipop.
something different.
Who says taffy? I want a lollipop. Well, they're not called we are the taffy kids.
No.
The lollipop, right?
Guild.
Yeah. Whatever the fuck they were. It's called a lollipop.
It is.
Because you want to, you know what it is? You're lollying around in your mouth and then you pop it out of your mouth.
Pop it in.
And you show it to people.
It lollygags on your hand. You pop it in your mouth and then more lollying.
What's better than sucking on a lollipop and then slapping somebody's cheek and getting their cheek sticky with your lolly?
Look at this is a homeboy fixing his car. That alley probably has seen a lot of shit. We're looking at Street View here. Of a lovely neighborhood.
So, Brian, what changed? You said it was really good in the 60s.
Jesus.
It's just that it used to be. There used to be a lot of white people live down there.
Say it.
Down there.
I know you got it in. Yes, say it.
A lot of cities where black people have moved in and have been there for years have turned to shitty cities. It's just the way it is. I don't know why. I don't know what the reason is, but you're going to tell me it's not?
My parents used to live, we grew up in Pennsauken, which is right outside of Camden. And they moved out because it's all Camden.
Could you show me a predominantly black city or township that is doing well?
Atlanta.
What?
Yeah, parts of Atlanta. Are great.
Parts of Atlanta?
Yeah.
But are those the white parts?
No.
Like where?
No, Atlanta is a very, very black city. And they have a lot of black communities that are doing very, very well.
Really?
Yes, I'm telling
All right.
you. I'm sorry that I had to answer your question.
No, I'm glad you did.
But honestly, after Atlanta, I couldn't give you a second one.
I'm going to have to look at that.
I know Atlanta's doing very well. Not the, they got their problem areas like any other city, but they have a lot of black areas that are doing very well.
Is it predominantly?
Yes.
Atlanta's a black city, yeah.
Atlanta is a big-time black city, man.
All right.
Yep.
I'm a-looking.
Sorry.
No, don't be sorry. I'm glad.
Sorry.
I'm glad to be proven wrong in those instances.
But
it helps
But
my
maybe someone
hope.
could give us a second one.
Helps my hope for this nation.
That's where I'm out. I couldn't name another one.
Yeah.
Where it's predominantly black doing very, very well.
I'm sure there's plenty of areas. We just don't know that they're predominantly
I'm on
black.
Martin Luther King Jr. Drive Southwest.
Oh.
Nice. Where, in Camden?
No, in
Atlanta.
Oh, Hotlanta?
Nice.
Yeah. Ooh, let's
I
take a
don't see
little
any
drive. down there.
problems.
Looks nice. There's a little.
This might be the first Martin Luther King Boulevard that looks okay.
Oh,
You never want to see that in the directions when you're going to a gig.
Hell no.
You make a left on Martin Luther King Boulevard. It's the third store. Oh no! I'm doing a gig where?
We have found an anomaly. We're on a Martin King Boulevard, and it looks all right.
The MLK.
MLK. Is there an MLK in almost every city at this point?
I would think so.
Yeah. All right, Brian, what else you got? That's it?
Yeah, that's all.
All right.
Good for now.
All right. This guy's a quick Camden story, then we can move on. Paul in Jersey.
What's going on, guys?
And someone's saying we're a little off about Atlanta, and so I'm going to go to that guy for you.
Okay.
Go ahead, Paul.
Yeah, Morgan Boulevard, which is right in the absolute dump of Camden next to Gloucester City. We have to go down that road before we go to the marine terminal for work, and there's like an alleyway there of strippers, hookers that would go after like the out-of-town truck drivers, and we came down there one morning, and the methadone bus was pulling up, and there was a passed-out hooker. And the best way I could describe her, she was crawling down the railroad tracks like Lieutenant Dan in Forrest Gump with no legs. And that it just basically describes all you need to know of Camden.
Scary.
Good place.
Good place.
All right, guys. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Oh.
Yeah, Buckhead.
Buckhead.
It's all black. Rap stars live there. It's super expensive.
I remember Buckhead, and it wasn't black when we went there.
Well, the bar scene and all that.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's probably changed over the years. Let's say hi to John Utah in Atlanta. That's weird. What's up, John Utah?
Good morning, fellas. There's an area where Tyler Perry lives, and that's going to up your property value. Atlanta is a big suburb, but there are areas, you ever get scared during the day, where you're like going somewhere and you get a little terrified to turn around in a certain area in broad daylight?
Sure.
There are lots of areas like that down here. It's a big suburb. This city sucks. Move back to New York or L.A. This is not a city. You can't walk anywhere. You have to drive. So those areas you're going to be driving through. So you're never going to have to go through it, just so you know.
Yeah, I'm not saying that.
You'll feel good.
I'm not saying that Atlanta doesn't have their problem areas, but as far as black areas that are doing well, Atlanta definitely has a few.
It does, but it's few and far between. And anyone who lives in Atlanta should get the hell out. That's
Well, we were told it was like a mini New York City down there.
Yeah, we
And
were.
we need to move down there.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people
said
moving
that
there
to you?
from New York. When we were trying, well, we weren't trying. They were trying to get us to move down there to do radio.
Yeah.
No, I moved here from Brooklyn, and
Oh, boy.
it is you miss what you have up there. So enjoy your pizza, enjoy your walkability, enjoy your beautiful women.
All right. Thank you, John. Utah, who used to be from New York but now lives in Atlanta. Atlanta, the city parts are a shithole. Yeah, I remember that. The actual city's a little scary. Atlanta's a shithole. All right, whatever. Done with this.
Yeah, it's not a thriving black community. Who's that guy?
Let's go with him. Jeff in Atlanta. I am wrong. Go ahead, Jeff.
Hey, yeah, I live in Atlanta. It's the only areas of Atlanta that are thriving are the white suburbs, like the previous caller stated. The city of Atlanta itself, being predominantly black, is a shithole. There's nothing nice about it. When you get out of the city of Atlanta, no white people live in the city of Atlanta. There are pockets here and there, but it's extremely wealthy pockets of people that are trying to move back into the city. But in general, if you go to a predominantly black area of Atlanta, you are scared shitless. You avoid it like the plague.
Yeah, I say those things and people get mad at me. I don't know.
No, that's the truth. I've lived here forever. That's not the case. There are a lot of black people in Atlanta. That doesn't make it nice.
Could you name for me?
The suburbs.
Well, then name for me, like, even, is there government controlled and predominantly black population, business owners, all that, where it's a prosperous area? And I'm talking now. I'll give you the opportunity of give it to me fucking globally. Is there a nation that runs well, that is strictly black government and black population? I don't know. Is there? Seems like we're always shoveling aid over to those nations.
I'm sure there are. I'm sure there's...
Uganda, South Africa's not doing well.
As truck drivers, we avoid Atlanta. So, you know what, Ed? There you go.
Oh.
I remember when we were taking the drive. This story's been told, but whatever. We went down there for an interview, and we were coming from the airport to the radio station, wherever the fuck we were going. I have no idea, but we were on a highway. Remember, all traffic stopped because of Freaknik?
Yeah.
And people started dancing all over the fucking place.
Frightening.
They just decided to have an impromptu party on the highway as part of the Freaknik festivities.
Are you uncomfortable in those situations, Ant?
Yeah. Very uncomfortable.
Were you
Very
uncomfortable with everyone dancing on their cars and shit?
Yes.
I thought that was fun to watch.
Yeah, it's always fun until you're getting dragged out like fucking Reginald Denny. You get old fucking toilet bowl head.
I was thinking, wow, this is something you don't see every day. I kind of like it.
Certainly isn't.
Got to keep your guard up.
And people wonder why I asked that. I'm very curious as to know, like because a lot of things in America, it's blamed on racism and slavery and all that bullshit and whatnot. But worldwide, there'd have to be a different reason, wouldn't there? I don't know.
Yeah.
I want one very prosperous, industrious, modern nation.
By the way, thanks to the fans, because they pointed out that my Toronto gig, the theater's going out of business. So I had to tell I told my agents, because the people on Twitter, I appreciate the Twitter people helping me. It's good that nobody on my side knew that.
That knew that it was going out of business?
Yeah, it's good.
When is it going out of business? Are you
Before my gig. So I'll be moving it.
Oh, no.
Yep. So thank you to the very... I appreciate the fans for chiming in with some helpful stuff, since nobody on the team caught it.
Oh, boy.
All right.
Good thing for the Twitter people. You'd have looked silly driving up to that place.
Oh, my God. We've been a comedy of errors.
A comedy of errors.
Yes.
You guys want to take a chance with a suggestion from a listener?
Sure.
Oh, boy.
We were talking about Philly, and this guy says
Give it a try.
we have to play Philly Guy at Water Park. Have you ever heard this one, Danny, or seen this one?
No.
But then I did a little search on my little iPad here, and it looks like Ron and Fez played this and commented on it. So,
Oh, yeah?
So maybe, I mean, Ronnie knows good. Ronnie knows good, right?
Oh, yeah.
Let me see what this is real fast. They say it's hilarious.
There you are, Mike. It's time to get out of the water, bud.
Water.
You've been in the water all day, man. Let's go. Get out of the water. I know, but you got to get out of the water. I mean, it's time. Starving. You got to eat something. Now, let's go back to the house. Let's get a hoagie in you, all right? Sound good? Give you a nice cheesesteak if you get out of the water.
Nice.
Get out of the water. Get out of the water. I need you to get out of the water. Come on, I'm not kidding around here. I know you're having a good time, but I'm starving here, Mike. Just get out of the water. Now.
They do say water.
Now. Now.
Horribly.
Now. Killing me, bud. You're killing me, bud. What do I have to do to get you out of the water? Get out of the water. Sorry. You won't get out of the water. Get out of the water. Please get out of the water. Now I'm begging you. Now I'm begging you. You got to get out of the water. Did you hear me yelling for you? Told you to get out of the water.
It's water, not water. I hope you know you look like an idiot when you say it like that. You embarrass me. Let's go home.
That's what I said. I said get out of the water.
Not bad.
That's not bad.
Wait,
what's the next one? Out of the boat. Mike, I want to catch the last 2 innings in a Phillies game. Let's go. Get out of the boat.
Boat.
Get out of the boat. What?
That's
pretty funny.
They do say go weird too. That's right.
Go.
That's
Water.
Right. That's another
Water.
one. Water is the one I've always
Water.
noticed ever since I started
Get a
hanging out
water.
down there with the gang. Water.
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 It's terrible.